हेलो
अबे आयो आवाज।
हेलो
राई साहब હવે આવી ગયો છે જો બોલો
हेलो
આયો हेलो ના કે છે
અહીં જાય છે ને
અહીંયાથી તો અવાજ જાય છે ને અહીંયા જો એક્ટિવ યુનિવર્સિટી ટોકિંગ એવું બતાવે છે તે લિંકમાં એક બ્રોડકાસ્ટ મેસેજ તો સેન્ડ કરો તો એથી થશે બધાને હે વેલકમ
તો પણ કેવી રીતે ચેટ થી
હા
રાઈસા ને પૂછ્યું ને અવાજ આવે છે હવે
રાઈ સાહેબ અવાજ આવે છે તમને હવે બરોબર ચેક કરો
हेलो हेलो
આયો અવાજ
हेलो नहीं चाय नहीं है रीसू को दी रीसू को दी मैं बैठा हूँ अभी तो 7 7:30 8
બીજા કોઈ બીજું કોઈ તો છે નહીં સેલ્સમાં તો કોઈ નથી એ તો જતા રહે
ये लोगो चैट कैन यू हियर मी
આ ચેટમાં લાઈક કરશે
हेलो हेलो कैन यू हियर मी
અનમ્યુટ કરીને બધાને ચેક કરી લે પાર્ટિસિપન્ટ અનમ્યુટ કરીને ચેક કરો અનમ્યુટ હોય કોઈ બી એકને ચેક કરો જેને અનમ્યુટ કરે એને બધું લગાવો
हेलो
હેલો ભાવેશ
हेलो भावेश कैन यू हियर माय वॉइस साउंड चालू નથી
બીજા કોઈને કરી દો
म्यूट ऑल कर दीजिए
એનો અવાજ આવતો હતો સામેથી
અહીં સાઉન્ડ જ નથી આવતો જો
સામેવાળાનો સાઉન્ડ નથી આવતો અનમ્યુટ કરીને ચેક કરી લેજો
हेलो
હા એ તો હજુ રીજોઈન કરે છે કોઈ અનમ્યુટ કરીને ચેક કરી લેજો હા
हेलो 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 अरविंद कैन यू हियर मी हेलो Hello.
हाँ एंड कराना फर्जी चालू
Hello.
हाँ.
Hello.
Hello.
हमारा
I
आवाज आ
can
रही
hear
है
you,
क्या?
Arvind.
Okay. Can you can hear my voice?
Yes, I can hear your voice.
Okay. Okay. No problem. Okay.
Let me
So
start now. It is already 10 minutes.
okay.
तो करूँ एंड एक अटेंडी સાથે કન્ફર્મ કરી દીધું એને અવાજ આવે છે
Okay. Hi. This is Divesh from Attune Infocom. I am here to give you a webinar session on implementing automated continuous deployment using Jenkins. An overview. Following topics will be covered in this webinar. First, it's an introduction. Next, it's a brief description about a continuous deployment. And the third one, it's a study live continuous scenario with example. We will study a continuous live deployment scenario. And the next one is configure the wall job process with Jenkins. And the last, it's execute the wall job using Jenkins. So now let's start with first, it's introduction about continuous integration and Jenkins in a short. So now let's we talk about before we talk about Jenkins. I think it's worth thinking about my experience of the life before Jenkins, which will be familiar to most people. Here's what might happen in an average working day. So let's we talk life before Jenkins. I would write some code and commit it. Occasionally, a project manager or a designer or someone equally focused on interrupting my programming would ask to see the latest version of the project. And I have update my code and show him. And then he had asked me if he could test it somewhere. I would then interrupt someone in charge of deployment and would ask them to deploy it somewhere. This person is probably gone because they are in the middle of something and say that they could do in 15 minutes. The project manager would roll their eyes and sit at their desk regarding emails or updating Gantt chart and so and so. So the deployer would open his FTP program and copy files up to the development server, maybe missing few files the first time and then having to do in second time. So the project manager would complain the work he wanted wasted there. The deployer would realize he hadn't updated his code and do the process again and again. 3 hours later, the same thing, the process would start again. So what the load of instructions for everyone? We haven't even talked about deploying to staging or live environments yet. In among all of the things might break at any point or deployments might go wrong, and without a definite version of the latest site nobody is sure what the exact state of the site is. So the Jenkins, using Jenkins, this problem goes to we can resolve this problem using Jenkins. Here how that above process works, a special moves with Jenkins. I write some code and commit it. 5 minutes later, the code is on our development environment with anyone having to do anything. The project manager looks at the development environment knowing it has the latest work. When something breaks, you can look at the development environment to check the latest version. When QA or the project manager is happy with the build on development environment, then they click a button to deploy it to a staging area. So these are the scenario. So now let's talk about Jenkins. So Jenkins is an open source continuous integration tool written in Java that manages all types of continuous process jobs. I will not explain much about Jenkins. I will explain about continuous deployment and his jobs. So let me explain your continuous integration before give you a brief overview on continuous deployment. Continuous integration is a software development practice where members of a team integrate their work frequently. Usually each person integrate at least daily, leading to multiple integration per day. Each integration is verified by an automated builds including test to detect the integration error as quickly as possible. So the continuous deployment can deploy the code to the live environments like as it's some like as a staging or test environment or production environment. Continuous deployment can be thought of an extension of continuous integration aiming at minimize lead time, the time elapsed between development writing one new line of code and this new line code being used by live user in production. So to achieve a continuous deployment, the team relies on infrastructure that automates and instruments the various steps leading up to the development so that after each integration successfully meeting these release criteria, the live application is updated with new code. Instrumentation is needed to ensure that any suggestion of lowered quality result in aborting the deployment process or rolling back the new feature and trigger human inventions. So it's a continuous deployment. It's a process to deploy code automatically to the live environment. First after you update, automatically builds and automatically test and deploy to the production server, either production, either test, or either stage, whatever you require. Now let's study a live continuous scenario example. So okay, here is my project. So now I want to some change. What I am going to do here, first I am updating in my project, something updating, and after updating I will upload to the Git repository this project, and after uploading I will deploy this project using Jenkins, and it automatically deploy to my Tomcat server, and when when I am going to refresh my URL, it's automatically update a live code. So let's start. So here is a LiveRay project. It's a LiveRay demo Maven project, and here is my portal. I have a created a custom portlet using LiveRay 6.2. Now I am updating. Here is my I have already created all the jobs. Now I am updating. So I am moving to my Eclipse. So here is my view.jsp file. When I am updating some code here. Okay, and save. Now, now I need to now I need to upload this code to my repository. So for that, I need to commit. So here is my repository. Okay, now let's check. So I am in Tomcat 7.0.40. It's a Liferay inbuilt Tomcat version, and now I want to commit. So for that I need to move to the portlet side. Here is a portlet, but before that I am removing my old, so you can easily get an idea. I am removing this from portlet, web apps folder Tomcat. There is some issue with my team viewer. I am restarting my team viewer. Give me a second. Let me solve this.
Hello, can anyone hear me?
Yes, we can.
Yeah, I think Diveshri, right? Okay. See, actually you were showing the demo and then we could not hear you anything because it looks like you were speaking on mute. And I kept saying on the chat window saying that you are on mute and then we could not hear you anything. We were able to see only the screens that you were showing, and we do not know what kind of concept that you are showing. Like you did not show how to integrate the Jenkins. You were just showing how to deploy the things. That's it. Going to repeat the things again, or are you going to? Did you have the recorded version so that we can see that on any other anywhere like YouTube or something? Are you guys able to hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Yeah. Yeah. So I think I posted a couple of questions. So would you mind to reply those? Like
Oh, okay.
we
Sorry,
could
I'm
not
another
hear.
participant, so most probably the person in control should be able to.
Yeah. So I mean I could not hear anything there while the demoing. So I'm not sure whom should I check.
Tune.
May I know who is the person giving the demo? Like organizer?
Looks like organizer refuses to talk, so
Yeah,
it will not.
yeah, yeah. It's surprising. I mean, they invited for public webinar, and then they kept quiet. They don't speak anything, and then the demo also,
Right,
the webinar also went very silent.
right, right. You're
Yeah,
right.
it's completely unprofessional, right? I mean, if they don't want to say anything or they don't want to disclose anything, they should have not conducted this webinar because I cancelled the
Hello,
meetings. I wanted I were in with Jenkins,
hello.
and nothing was showing. Yeah, please.
Right.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, now I can hear you. Are you Diveshri?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, Diveshri. See, you were showing the screens, but you were not talking anything on the while the webinar.
Okay, there is some issues. So therefore, now ask me.
See, I could not follow anything. Like you did not show how to set up the Jenkins so that it will interact with the library portal.
Uh, we can. So for that, we need to set their path in a form.xml, and after that,
Yeah, can you
hello.
please show that? Would you mind to show that because at least we did not follow what you were showing, so at least would you mind to show that now?
Okay. Let me show you.
Yeah, and how about if you are using an AND instead of Maven?
So you have to set a path in a build.xml file, and you have to configure your build.xml file into the Jenkins, and you have to uh, 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 execute. You have to execute a script using a shell. Jenkins provide a shell, so you can pass. You can set. You can set your file into the Jenkins. Let me show you. Okay. Give me a second. I'm connecting my
Yeah, and
system.
if at all, Yeah, no problem. I think, see, I think you are trying to connect to someone else, but
Yeah.
if someone wants to see your screen, so they should connect, not you.
And yeah, I am connecting my system. I am using a Linux, so therefore GoToMeeting is not go to a webinar is not working on Linux. So for
Uh,
that I am using a XP for
okay, and one more thing is that Devashri, so I just wanted to know if at all we wanted to set up these on the Windows machine. So Jenkins is compatible for Windows also, right?
yeah, Windows also. We can set any operating system like Mac, Windows, or Linux. It's very easy. Just you can download a WAR file from Jenkins, uh,
Okay.
his official site, and just put WAR file into the your environment, your content, Tomcat environment, and just start your Tomcat. Just run, and it will automatically uh, build all files to the web apps. It's a very
Okay,
easy.
so should we keep that in the deployed folder or web apps folder?
Uh, uh, Pardon, what you ask?
I'm sorry, my question was, do we need to keep that in the web apps?
No, we don't need to keep in web apps. Just put a WAR file into a Tomcat container, Tomcat file.
So, I mean, while you're showing this, could you also please show that?
Yeah, okay. I will show you.
Okay, great.
There is having a trouble in my team viewer, so I'm not able to connect my system. So therefore, this can you give me a second so I can connect a team viewer with my
Yeah, please
system.
go ahead, Devashri.
So you can easily identify because okay,
Sure, Devashri, go ahead, please.
okay. Hello.
Yeah, we can hear you, Divesh.
Okay, it's now connect. I am connected. Okay, so first, what do you want to show? What do you want to see?
I wanted to see how you deploy these, and then where do we need to keep these, and then where do we need to
Okay.
configure the Jenkins in the library,
Okay. Okay.
and how do you do the deployment?
So first, let me show you where you can put Jenkins var file.
Okay.
So you can download a var file from a website and just put var file into your Tomcat or JBoss or Glassface, whatever you use in that container. Like I am using Apache Tomcat server, so just put a var file into Apache Tomcat 6. So just put it here in Apache Tomcat 6.0. So just put it here, copy and paste it here, and after that just go to the bin folder and start your Tomcat server. Nothing. And after that it will automatically build all files and put into the web apps. When you see a web apps,
Okay, so Divesh, just wanted to see if you keep it outside of the bin or outside of the web apps, will it be consumed by the Tomcat automatically?
uh, what?
Just keeping the war file outside of the web apps folder, will your
Yeah,
Tomcat
yeah,
take
yeah.
that war
Yeah,
file
you just keep a var file outside the web apps or bin at
so it
here.
will be consumed by the Tomcat?
Yeah, yeah, just in Apache Tomcat 6.0. Just put it here. Let me show you. At here in this folder.
Okay, okay.
Okay, and after that just start your server. So it automatically deploy to a production. So you can use, after that you just need to log in your local host colon 8080. So it's automatically start your screen. Okay, and for your int configuration file, let me show you.
Is this a password protected?
We need to configure all stuff in Jenkins.
Like what password we
Yeah,
need to
yeah.
log into the Jenkins?
We can give a credential, user credential, while his roles. So for that we need to give all things by manually. I have given all things. It's a dependency graph, it's credential, fingerprints, and etc. Let me show you Maven builds. There is so much builds. Here is a job. So at here you can set a git repository URL and your pom.xml file and set a clean package install library colon and direct deploy. So it automatically deploy your code to the production server. Just click on save it. And for Ant configuration, in a Ant you just need to configure your build.xml file like as a pom.xml, and you need to set a command in shell script like if I am opening this job and configuration part. So just set it here. Build. You can execute. You can use the execute shell and pass it here build or build file and executing a command. Using that you can use a build.xml. You can deploy using build.xml file. Hello. Hello. Now any question? So now I'm hello Shrikant.
Sorry, I have been muted, so can you hear now?
Yeah. Yeah, Shrikant.
So someone muted me, so
Okay,
yeah, I'm sorry
okay.
for that. Thanks. So I just wanted to know one thing is that how did you configure your portlet here? So your portlet is there in the GitHub, right? GitHub.
Yeah.
So how do you configure your GitHub? Like I have SVN in my environment. how can I configure my GitHub to this Jenkins?
GitHub to Jenkins. You just can configure your at here. For that you need to set that SVN using
Yeah, yeah.
yeah.
However, Jenkins downloading the portlet from GitHub.
Okay. So just it's easy. Just you need to get this URL, SSH URL, and put it here into the at here source code management, select git and put here a URL, that URL, and just set all branch. Star indicates all branch. If you want to only master, so just put it here a master. If you want all branch, so just specify star and click on save. And before that you need a git plugins. You can download from, let me show you where you can download.
Okay, it looks like it supports all open source.
So in manage plugin you can download. Now Shrikant, you can mail me any your further query, and now I am stop it here. Okay.
Sure, no problem, Devesh. So I think probably I'll respond back to you. I'll send an email to you on this.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks, Devesh. Thank you so much. Very helpful. Appreciate it.